Ever tried doing dishes while the sun blasts you in the face? Or sit at your kitchen table squinting because of the glare? Most shades just sit there. And most smart shades are simple and boring. So what if your home handled this automatically, adjusting for temperature, light, and privacy on its own with shades that actually elevate your space? Today I'm installing Roman shades from SmartWave. We'll look at design, installation, and real-world use cases, and I'll show you how to build pro-level automations for every window of your home. Hey, I'm Robert, and Oconee Smart Homes exists to make real homes more convenient, accessible, and safe with smart home technology. We serve real customers right here in Oconee County, Georgia, but this channel is for anyone who wants to make a simpler, smarter home. Thanks to SmartWave for partnering with me on this video. They sent me these shades at no cost so that I can share my independent content with you. Our full collaboration policy is linked in the description below. If you're installing smart shades, your home probably isn't basic anymore. But smart shades have been a difficult category for years. You have roller shades that cost a fortune but look cheap, or just shades that clash with the design of your home. It's what I call the home approval factor. The tech has to work, but it can't wreck your room. And that's where SmartWave actually feels different. They offer woven shades, Roman shades, zebra shades, lots of different options. We chose white Roman shades for our kitchen because that's what fit our design the best, but there are tons of fabric choices, lots of different colors and textures. You can mix and match across your home depending on your design as well as your sun exposure. That's where opacity matters. They have options from sheer all the way to full blackout, because a west-facing room has different shading requirements than a north-facing room. Now, I don't think every window of your home needs to be smart. Some are more advantageous than others. Take our kitchen window, for example. It sits behind the sink, so it's high, hard to reach, and it gets a lot of direct sun from the day while we're standing there. Start with windows that impact comfort the most, from glare, light, privacy, or accessibility. First, measure carefully. Whether you're doing an inside mount or an outside mount changes the fit, and you want to make sure that you get that right the first time. The installation is straightforward and the hardware is solid. The mounting brackets are easy to put up, and once in place, it doesn't wobble. If you want to see a full installation walkthrough, I'll link that separately. Now, these are battery powered, but they come with a solar option so that you don't have to get the cable out to charge it every few months. If you want to hide the solar panel on the wires completely, here's the trick. The attached USB-C cable has a head that's a little bit too long, and for some windows might not allow you to put the mount all the way back in place. Now, I tried to fix this with a 90-degree elbow, but that didn't work because the chassis on the port is too deep. What worked best was a flexible USB-C cable that allowed me to hook everything up and tuck the wires away so they can't be seen. I'll link that in the description below, and here's a view from the outside of the window for those who want to see it. Now wait until you see the automations that allow these to react to the sun. That's where this gets really cool. You'll pair these through Matter over Thread, which means they'll work natively in Apple Home and any other Matter-enabled ecosystem without the need of a proprietary hub. Through Matter, you can open and close the shades and view the battery percentage. The charging status doesn't work right now, but that's a known limitation. If you keep an eye on the battery percentage, you'll know when to top them off. But if you use the solar option, it'll basically keep itself charged and you won't have daily worries about battery. The motor is pretty quiet, even at the highest speed. But whether or not you'd put this in your bedroom depends on when you want it to run and how light of a sleeper you are. Once they're installed, control is pretty simple with three primary options. You have the remote, your favorite voice assistant, "Hey, close the kitchen shades," or automations. Remotes and voice commands are just fine, but the real power comes from automations that just work. Let's start simple. Open at sunrise, close at sunset, done. Now, if you're ready for some advanced automations, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps me share more smart home upgrades like this. Let's dig in. During the day, heat and glare don't happen at fixed times. They happen based on where the sun is. This is where solar positioning comes in and where most people will stop, but this is the part that makes your home feel intelligent. Two things matter here. The first is azimuth, that's the compass direction of the sun, and the second is solar altitude, how high it is in the sky. You don't have to memorize the math. I'll simplify it for you so that you can just copy the logic. Just know this is how you let your home react to the sun's position and not just on a schedule. Most basic smart home platforms can't handle this level of precision, so I'm building this logic in Oconee. Let's take our kitchen windows as the example. They face east and get blasted by the sun mid-morning. So I set the automation so that when the solar altitude, how high it is in the sky, crosses 20 degrees, and the azimuth is between 70 degrees and 120 degrees, coming from the eastern direction, to close the windows partway. We also add simple conditions to avoid repeated triggers and layer logic for temperature or season. You can also place a little temperature sensor like this in the window to know when it's getting above average heat. Now, when the sun moves past the house, the shades open again. This is a separate automation, and give it enough time, we set 130 degrees as the azimuth. The key to not having repeated triggers is to use ranges or crossings, not static numbers. We want this to run once and not 20 times. Morning sun from the east is mostly just glare. The real thermal punishment comes in the afternoon when the sun hits our western windows. By this time of day, the sun sits higher in the sky and shines deep into the rooms. To prevent overheating and AC spikes, we'll adjust the automation. Set the azimuth to 240 to 290 degrees, and we'll use a slightly higher altitude since the sun sits higher in the sky and is more intense. You can replicate this logic for every direction. Those numbers are on the screen. Just keep in mind these are written for Northern Hemisphere dwellers. You may need to tweak these numbers for your home. That's fine. Play around with it and have fun. But the key thing is that once it's set, the home manages itself. No more remotes or thought, just automatic comfort and nice design. The goal isn't to have all of your shades going up and down all day. That would be annoying. It's to have the right shades respond automatically when the sun becomes impactful. Smart shades shouldn't feel like a compromise. When they improve how your home looks, feels, and responds, that's when you know you're getting a real upgrade. SmartWave shades prove that smart home tech can be both functional and beautiful, made for real homes, not just showrooms. And with the right automations, they handle light, heat, and privacy automatically, so you don't have to think about it. And one more tip. If you are considering smart shades, get the fabric samples first. Light hits differently in every home, and something you see online could look totally different in your own space. If you want to see more design-forward smart home upgrades like this, hit subscribe and stick around. God bless you. I'll see you next time.